Welcome back to Darksiders 2. I've been running around the map collecting chests and equipment. Not much has changed. We got to test out the new claws. They're pretty cool. But remember when we talked to the warden, he said Oran was the only one left that he couldn't sense? Well, I found him. Way the hell over here. I also found Vulgrim again. The fjord where I nearly got my butt kicked by those stalkers. If you swim into a cave in the wall, you arrive here. Let's wake him up. That's a noise.
Who disturbs my sleep? A fleshling in the forge lands. You have the look of neither angel nor demon. When last I woke, they were the children of creation. But your kind, I do not recognize.
How long have you been sleeping?
How long? That I do not know. But I seem to be half my normal stature. The construct sleep bestowed on us. Perhaps you might find my wayward self and return it to me.
How can I do that?
Take this.
Oran, Lost Warden, gave you his heart. With it, you must reanimate his body parts to make him whole again.
A piece of me to awaken the old stone and remind it of life.
What should I call you?
Oran is what I was called in flesh, but in stone, I have no name.
And I actually ran across his arm nearby. Apparently it was considered a quest just to find him, so cool. But yeah, we're here by the fjord. We can't get up there yet without the ability to hover, so I've done pretty much everything I can in...
This is no place for a horse.
On this map with the abilities I currently have. Oh, there is one thing I can probably try, and it's okay, that's not true. I did find something else. I think it's on the other side of the map. There is the Scar, which was a dungeon we wandered into briefly in like episode 2 or episode 3. There was no way up, and I had no way of getting there, so I had to come back. And I did. And it's I don't remember his name. It's the realm of, or it's the outpost is probably more of it, of one of the special hunts we were given by Thane. We don't, and unfortunately it's a level 17 area. We're only level 12. So it's a little beyond us. And, yeah, because last time we tried to take something like that on, we got stomped pretty quick. So I abandoned that venture and went looking for more treasure chests. Also, boatman thing. But apparently now we're looking for spare body parts. And I saw one not too long ago.
I have to go alone.
Should really pay attention to that symbol up in the upper right hand corner. Because I keep jumping the gun. Hello, this looks promising. What's this? Looks like an arm. Thankfully, it takes care of moving itself. Now we just need the other arm and the other two legs. Haven't gone through to the tree yet. That's kind of because I don't want to. But I have my reasons. Here's a little side passage I didn't bother going down. I think if you get too close to the corruption, it just like kicks you. Oh, a Book of the Dead page. Cool. So there. What's that noise? I think there's an invisible creature there that was kind of following us around. I think that's what that purple pulse was. It was a Shadow Realm something, and we don't have the ability to look into the Shadow Realm at the moment. But I do believe we will get it near the end of the game. Because we will always have the ability to come back through the tree. You can teleport. The maps work kind of, you can go teleport to the tree, use the tree to move to a different land or realm, and then teleport from there. Or fast travel, I should say. Oh, lighting change. And another lighting change. What the hell's going on with the lighting engine? Gone through here. These guys are now laughably weak. Another boat one. I think back to the Book of the Dead. I think there's 10 pages per realm, and I can't remember how many chapters there are. There's either 3 or 4. So if we find the other 2 pages, we can complete the chapter and get the reward from Vulgrim. Is that a health potion? It was. Maybe. Still no arms or legs. I know there's another arm. I think it's an arm. Might be a leg. Around here somewhere. I think it's through this. Not this passage, the other passage. But I figured it's better to show off the character interaction, because it is an interesting character interaction. Because it gives you some kind of insight into how Guardians work. Hello, legs. No. Bell. That chiming again. I also figured out how to use the quick wheel again. And no, the Ghost Death Grip doesn't work on that either. So I don't know. There it is. I knew I saw something look like this. Looks like a leg. Oh, now we're missing one arm and one leg. That's not an appendage. Be lazy if it was. I think there was another one up here near the fire fort, whatever you want to call it. Oh, hey, look, a well. That I completely missed the first time around. Anything else interesting down here? Not at the moment. Where does it go? It's not even allowing me to interact with those crystals. I know we'll need them for something. I just don't remember what it is. They're another... whatchamacallit? Praying for it. Scavenger. But I don't think we even get the side quest for it until the next section. The next realm. There it is. This is the arm I was thinking about. This is the fort I was talking about at the beginning of the video. It makes me wonder if the other leg is near the cauldron, or near the drench fort. So I'm actually going to fast travel back to the fjord and check down that path. Is that it right there? No. You'll love how the game will it'll always prioritize the weaker end of the two enemies. And I don't know why it does that. Because you would need to prioritize also. That's what the claws do. I would think you would prioritize the stalker first, but it doesn't. I digress. He didn't even hit me with that. I just fell over. And I know it has an area of effect, but he wasn't even close. Not quite Elden Ring unfair, but pretty close unfair. And yes, I've beaten Elden Ring, not the Shadow of the Erdtree, but the original campaign. And no, I'm not doing it on screen. Yeah, that freezing effect is pretty broken. Not a leg. This is the dungeon I couldn't figure out because I still don't think we had the capability of fixing it. I should say of solving it. Okay. Come back later. Let's check the hill up to the drench fort. There it is. I knew it had to be here somewhere. I also have an inventory filling up with junk. I haven't been selling anything, and I don't have any more possessed weapons to feed it to. And it's because I'm waiting, because I think we're going to get another possessed weapon very shortly. I know there's a pair of possessed scythes that I really want, but I think that's for later. Let's see, Realm of the Makers, Realm of the Dead, Infernus, and...
Here goes nothing.
My stone is whole once more. Thank you, fleshling. The Makers. I feel their despair. The corruption spreads, fleshling. But perhaps there is still time.
Despair is a powerful force, Oran. And corruption even more so.
True. But there is a weapon against such things. The will of the remaining Makers must be rekindled. The will to fight the surrounding destruction. They must be reminded of the wonders we are capable of. Have you heard of the Maker's Chronicle?
I'm afraid not, Old One.
It records our history, our lore, our songs. Memory of it has faded, but it cannot be lost. Ryder, it's no mere coincidence that you revived me. We must find the Maker's Chronicle.
We?
I am too large for secret places, but you are nimble and small.
Very well. Where can I find this Chronicle?
It's been so long since I held it. I do not know where it lies, but if there is a shaman among the living Makers, she will have the answer.
I will return with this chronicle.
I'll take any excuse to go visit my shaman waifu. Tickle bitties. I'm gonna get in so much trouble for this video. She's still in her post or is she inside? I can't remember. Yeah, she's still in her post.
You saved our realm, Rider, and for that you have my gratitude. But only time will tell if your path leads into darkness or if it leads out. What do you seek, Rider?
The Maker's Chronicle.
I hardly know why you would be interested in the Chronicle, but your intentions matter little. It lies hidden, and even I do not know where.
Isn't there anything you can tell me?
Well, a lodestone could reveal the location of the Chronicle. You see, the artifacts were hewn from the same stone, and they will strive to be united again. Should you carry a lodestone, it will guide you to the Maker's Chronicle.
Where can I find one?
These stones are precious. They may only be used once. It will be impossible to separate the lodestone from the Chronicle once they are united.
I care nothing for its worth, and a single use is all I need.
Very well, but I need something in return. There is a dying species known as Shadowleaf. Its seeds have powerful healing properties. Bring me the Shadowleaf seeds, and I will point you to a lodestone.
Fair enough. I will find these seeds.
The creatures roaming the land enjoy eating Shadowleaf. You may have to carve the seeds from their bellies.
Don't threaten me with a good time. Alright, so we're going to go back to Shadow Gorge. Actually, I'm going to just head back to the fjord. So essentially what she told you is go kill the living ones. Okay. And this is a kill X number until they drop 6. We're now on a guild. It's a fetch quest. We're on another fetch quest. We're on a fetch quest to do a fetch quest. Outstanding. Awful lot of noise for a dead bug. Lizard? Scorpion? What am I looking at here? Halfway there. It's a percentage drop chance, I believe. Nothing else here. We're going to go. I did not know that Despair could do that. If you hop off him, you can send him barreling into enemies, but he will do a significant amount of damage to it as he leaves. So that's good news, and definitely something I'm going to use to my advantage in the near future. Okay. Oh look, they're back. One más. Nope. Bingo! Back to the forge. Easy. Time consuming and a little tedious, but easy. Again, they need a sprint button.
You. You're back.
So little faith, Shaman. Here are your seeds.
It is rare that I encounter one whose motives are so difficult to read, but you have my thanks.
Lodestone is naturally and forcibly drawn to objects of the same material. Should a lodestone be somehow carved in two, the separate parts will actively seek to be reunited. Cool.
As you reap, I will sow.
I guess the question is, where are we going next? I don't know. Maybe the Scar? I'm tempted to go see if the little glowing crystals will be pulled in. There's a couple of them here by the fjord. I don't ever remember talking to Blackroot. Hold on. We have a vendor that I don't remember interacting with. Let's go check that shit out. Yeah, if you get that freezing effect off on them, it's over, because they take a ton of damage. And there's a...
Oh, hello, fleshling. Didn't see you there.
I was going to ask who you are, or rather what.
My name is Blackroot.
and I am hungry.
For what exactly?
Only the finest stones. I
Right.
have ways of attracting such morsels, but it has been centuries since any were in reach. I must wait here for my master. I will starve if someone doesn't help me.
Your people stand on the brink of destruction, and you ask me to feed you?
If it isn't too much trouble, take this. It will guide the stone to you, so you can bring it to me. Then I shall eat it with great pleasure, and I will reward you.
You eat?
I am not like other constructs. In my form, life has taken root. It must be fed, or it will consume me.
What about your master?
Of him I do not speak, nor do I remember. He left eons ago. Now I am trapped here.
Okay. The lure stone pairs itself with any stuck enchantment stone. Yeah. I knew I had to shoot it down. Oh, I'm definitely not doing this on camera. But we're looking for the mystic. Who's it? The Maker's Chronicle. That's what it was. I don't know what to do here. Like in the first game, there's no way to really upgrade the pistol, so... Much easier to handle now that I'm way over leveled for this area. The only thing I can think of is the scar is where I need to go. There's a couple other places that might be. But this is the only dungeon I haven't been to that doesn't. And I still don't have the ability to get in here. But I do have a stone I can get.
This is no place for a horse.
I'm always just a couple of seconds too early. It almost feels like shit I should have done earlier. And I may have to look up where it is to save time. Is it an object I can use in my inventory? No. So I don't have a map, I don't have a compass, I don't have really any way to... I just have this thing sitting in my inventory that I can't use. Or did I miss something? I gotta admit, those are nice. Now I'm wasting time at this point. I'm just... Wait a minute. I'll leave most of my stuff as is for now.
I have to go alone.
The good news is
This
I don't
is
have
no
to be
place for a horse.
too close. It's not an item I'm supposed to be using, is it? No, here it is. It's an inventory item that will be used at some point, but I do not currently have the ability to use it, nor is it... You get the idea. Okay, I'm going to pause, because I'm probably going to get distracted, and I don't want this video to run too long, till I figure out where this goes, and then I'll let you know. I'll unpause the video, the recording. I figured it out. Look what I found. That's a book, all right. All right, back to Oran. At the fjord again. It'll probably be worth it. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of getting sick of the fjord. Make a quick stop over to see Vulgrim and get that enchanted stone that there's hanging out in here. Hi, Vulgrim. Still over here. And it's above me, I think. There's a chamber above this well. Knowing my luck, it's probably on the inside of the wall. Probably right there. Okay. I thought I could get to it. I guess I can't. If they don't take fall damage, why is there water there?
Come closer.
Here's your stupid book back.
Here is your history, Oran.
The Chronicle. At last. It is though the very souls of the Makers remain close to us through this tablet. You understand, I'm sure. Death. You are not so cold as you would have us all believe.
Well, keep that to yourself, Old One.
The will of the remaining Makers must be rekindled. The will to fight the surrounding destruction.
So it marks him as a...
The will of the remaining Makers must be
Okay,
rekindled.
keep that mantra to yourself.
The will to fight the surrounding destruction.
I guess he's not a vendor?
The will
Okay.
of the remaining
He's
Makers
not a vendor.
must be rekindled. The will to fight
Moving
the
on. I
surrounding...
think that's about it. We're going to go ahead and head to the tree because I've done pretty much all I can except for hunting hunting rocks, and I'm not doing that. At least not on camera. I might come back and do it later. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and go to the tree because we've got some stuff going on. And we're running low. The video time is running out, so about 10 minutes left, and probably about 5 minutes worth of cutscene once we get to the tree itself. Plus, we've got optional boss fights. I will get to those eventually. It will probably be safe to come back and do those once we finish the next realm. Because they are broken. Nice aesthetic. Those should look familiar. Uh-oh.
And so you have come, bearing your sin like a badge of honor. What do you seek, Pale Rider?
The return of mankind.
To a barren planet shorn of life. Oh, humans are weak and simple. They would not survive this resurrection, nor do they deserve it.
That is not ours to judge. I do this to spare war from the Council's punishment.
And what of the Nephilim? Would you save but one and not the rest?
The Nephilim are a threat to the balance.
If we had taken Eden, none of this would have happened. Yet you rode against us. Slaughtered our flesh, then bound our souls in your amulet.
Who are you?
I think you know. Once, you called me brother.
Absalom.
I have forsaken that name. Now, I am corruption. The day you raised your scythe against us, I was born, and soon I will be all. The tree of life has fallen to my darkness, from withered root to fruitless limb, and even death himself will not escape it.
He talks a lot.
What defines a soul? Some call it the spark within that fights the darkness, that burns for life itself. But what of death, who became the Reaper on the day he slaughtered the Nephilim? He killed his brothers, his comrades, and
Why do you slay your own?
The Nephilim have no claim to Eden.
There are realms for angels and demons. Why not for us?
Eden belongs to man.
It belongs to those who take it!
The eons have not answered the question. Was it worth it?
Brother.
That one moment begot corruption and crowned him kinslayer. The bitter victory could not be undone.
Ah, the Pale Rider. Isn't it odd that so many have come here by your hand? And yet you so rarely visit the Dead Kingdom.
I had no plan to visit this wretched place. I sought the Tree of Life. I found it. Now I'm here.
The tree is no destination, my friend. Only a portal to other worlds. If the tree is what you seek, then you have arrived.
That I have been betrayed.
Not so hasty. The tree is wise beyond imagining. If it brought you here, then here is where you belong. Perhaps I can help.
I doubt it.
You would be wise to heed me. I have a merchant's skill to grant your deepest desire. Tell me, Rider, what do you seek?
I would redeem my brother, restore the balance.
Yes, I have heard the tale. Your brother rode, though no call was given, and mankind paid the price.
Guard your tongue, merchant.
I give no judgment, friend. Only pass on that which I have been told. You were right to seek the tree, but it is only the gateway. What you seek is the Well of Souls.
And remember, from the first game, Azrael sealed the Well of Souls.
The Well of Souls can restore humanity.
And more. The well channels the dead into this kingdom from every world, above and below. It is also how souls are brought back into creation when they are ready to be reborn.
You still haven't said what you are.
The history of my people was burned to ash along with our world. Forgotten even by those who destroyed them. Now, only the smoke remains. We were not the first, nor will we be the last. It is the way of things.
The way of things is balance.
And what balances life? Nothingness. Or corruption. Eventually, it consumes us all.
So it would seem. None of this explains what you're doing here.
I am merely a humble merchant with a taste for the finer things. In life and in death. I am Ostagoth, and it would amuse me to offer you my wares.
Tree of life, tree of death, portals to other worlds. I know none of this. How is it I have remained so blind, or does your tongue only spit lies?
Much was kept from the Nephilim, and from the Four.
Why?
Because power must be tempered with ignorance. If the Nephilim knew the true nature of the tree, all would have perished.
I forsook the Nephilim, became a warrior for the balance, even killed my own people. I protect these worlds, you and the tree, yet still I remain in the dark.
Forsaken, yes. Forgotten? No. the Nephilim live on in you. But what do I know? I am but a simple merchant.
What if I wish to return to the Forge Lands?
The Tree of Life has many portals, Rider. Some may help you retrace your path. Many portals are closed, but the ones to the Forge Lands remains open. Browse to your heart's content.
He's got some pretty nifty crap, but none of it we can afford. I mean, we can afford a handful of things, but none of it I'm willing to spend money on. Let me put it that way. Except maybe that. That's a good one. But that would be all our cash. So it's not really worth it, because we'll find more of these later.
Pretend that I believe you. Where should my search begin?
You must scale the Serpent's Peak and summon the Eternal Throne. There the Lord of Bones slumbers. He will guide you to the well, or he will have your soul. Before you go, horseman, consider this. My people may be lost, but their relics yet remain. You may come across them in your travels. They are worthless to most, but valuable to me. Return them, and I will trade relic for coin.
Okay, and now we have more... more stuff to collect. Okay, so... Absalom's soul was the only one that wasn't absorbed into the pendant that Death used to seal away the souls of the Nephilim, which is why... And he had such hatred for everything else in the universe. When he died, he became corruption. And we've met. So that was Absalom we met. And I don't even have to spoil it. He's the boss. He's the final boss of the game. The game really doesn't do anything to hide it, but it's how do we get to him? How do we get to him and how do we stop him? And that's pretty much the rest of the major quest for the rest of the game, because in stopping him we will also undo War's frame job, I guess, for lack of a better term, even though it doesn't do that. Shit happens. At some point during the course of this game, War is sent to Earth. So, hey look, Skelly Boys. Haven't seen you guys since last game. Oh look, another button. There are 4 realms. I had to double check. There's the relic. There are 4 realms and 4 chapters in the Book of the Dead. It doesn't matter where you collect the pages. Once you get 10, that's 1 chapter. So I don't have to go back. If I find 2 more pages here, then I don't have to go back to the Maker's Realm, the Forge Lands, to complete the page, or to complete the chapter. However, if I want the reward that Volgrim gives at the very end, which is really good, then I have to go back and find these 2 pages. But there's 10 pages per realm. $40 pages total. But I think that's what I'm going to do in between recordings, is go ahead and head back and finish up those 2 fetch quests that I haven't needed. I'm going to use a guide. There's no way I'm going to dick around and waste time trying to find this stuff. Okay, come on. I think you actually get a damage bonus if the horse is in motion. That looks promising. That's a big statue of a dead man. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm going to call it a video since we're at time. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.